Yo, it's me, Doncho. Welcome back to the Hideout, you guys, and I'm so glad you guys can make it. And I am back with another Jujutsu Kaisen video. And before we get into it, you guys, I would like to say thank you so much for supporting the Hideout and everything that is going on. I know that it's been a really hard time for some of us because Gege Akutami is on break, but remember, it is important that Gege gets their rest, and it's important that Gege comes back to us fully charged, fully energized, and ready to give us the Culling Games at their tip-top form and tip-top shape. All right. So once again, don't think too much about yourself, you guys. Let's also remember that Gege needs this rest period, and as hard as it can be when Gege is gone, when they come back, it's going to be great. All right. Cool. Also, what I like to say is, if you like this content from me, you guys, please make sure you hit the like button on this. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any more content from me. And also, if you guys want to support me, you can also hit my Ko-fi link, which is in the description below, and send me any type of donations you guys would like to do. I really would appreciate that. Or if you guys want to send me a donation to live stream or live read something that you really want me to get into, for $5, I will do some live tweets of that. And for $10, I will do some live stream reading of that. So please let me know if you guys want to do that on my Ko-fi below. But let's get into it, you guys. Intro. So as we wait for Gege Akutami to return, the Culling Games is what everybody is focused on and everybody is hype about. What is going to happen in this grand game where Kenjaku is trying to cause humanity in Japan to transition over to the other side? Will we see Kenjaku attack Tengen? Will we see some crazy, amazing Jujutsu abilities in the Culling Game? What's going to happen with Yuta? What's going to happen with Megumi and Yuji? And is Sukuna going to come around? There's a lot of questions that's happening and a lot of things that people want to discuss waiting for Gege Akutami to come back. Well, in this video, what I want to talk about is what I'm expecting Gege to talk about when they come back with the Culling Game and what I want to see from that. And I'll do that as short and concise as I can. So, first and foremost, I really want to see what's going to happen with Yuji and Megumi's relationship. As we've seen after the events of Shibuya incident, Yuji now knows that Sukuna has some type of idea of wanting to use Megumi for something. Yuji might not know what those specifics are, but he has this idea in his head that Sukuna wants Megumi for something. And while Megumi also has no clue of this, he believes that if he was to die, because Sukuna takes over Yuji's body, Yuta can just handle that situation after the fact. Megumi's not really worried about being around Yuji, while for Yuji, he is worried about Megumi being around. And I find that to be extremely interesting, because at one point, I felt like Megumi and Yuji were coming together to finally understand they would need each other to be able to progress. But now that Yuji is going through the things that he is going through and is having these type of conflicts, I wonder how that will affect their relationship and if they will work well together in fights. If you guys remember when they were fighting the inverse dude back in the Shibuya incident, they both mentioned how they were having a hard time fighting in unison together, even though they won that fight. So I'm very interested in what's going to happen here in the Culling Games, seeing Megumi and Yuji moving together. And I do love them as a duo. So I'm very interested in how Akutami is going to show us some really awesome action scenes from them and how they use their two skill sets in tangent so that we can get some really, really awesome team ups. I wasn't as impressed by the Shibuya team up as I wanted to be, and the fact that we didn't actually see them two working together in Shibuya really, really disappointed me, but of course it didn't affect my rating of the arc in general. So I'm hoping that the Culling Game gives us some more of that. I really, 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 really hope we do. Akutami, please feed me some Yugumi. Alright, thank you. The next major thing I want to see when I get into the Culling Games is Yuta. When Akutami comes back, I really hope that they have some type of instance of wanting to give us a lot more of Yuta. I think Yuta being back is a really good chance to shift the story and the narrative of Jujutsu Kaisen. If I remember correctly, Akutami did mention that the Culling Game would kind of feel like a new story in comparison to the rest of JJK. And with that being said, I hope that means the focus shifts back to Yuta a little bit as well, where we see what Yuta is doing within the colonies by himself. If we do get this perspective from Yuta, I'm hoping that we also get to see what was going on with him while he was gone with Miguel for that 1 year. I just wonder what happened to Yuta in this time period overseas. He definitely seems to have changed since we've seen him at the end of the prequel series, and I really want to know, how did Rika come back? Is this the same Rika? Is this something different? I'm just really interested in these notions in these moments, and I'm hoping Akutami gives these things some light with the Culling Game coming forward. And last but certainly not least, what I'm looking forward to for Gege to talk about is the future of Jujutsu Kaisen when it comes to the rest of these clans. I'm hoping the Gojo clan actually makes an appearance in this. Not only am I hoping this because of Gojo probably returning, but I'm also hoping that the Gojo clan isn't as silent as they feel like they are. I'm hoping that the Gojo clan comes and starts backing the students in some very special ways. And that way, they show that they understand that Satoru wanted his students to change the Jujutsu world. And that they know that Satoru's students will truly be the people they need to not only free Gojo, but to also help them reach a status that they once had, even before Gojo comes back. That's what I'm really interested in. And have they decided to pull Yuta into their family, considering he's a long distance member? These are the type of things that I'm wondering if Akutami is going to bring some light to when the arc comes back. And I kind of feel like they will, depending on Akutami's movements and how much action they decide to put into the Culling game. But like I said, I'm so interested in the Gojo clan, and I'm really interested in the fact that they've been so silent while the Kamo clan and the Zenin clan had been so active with everything going on. So I'm hoping that this silence is them playing it smart so that we can come and help the students get Gojo back. But we'll just have to see, right? Some honorable mentions I'd like to bring up is the Jujutsu Anu Company. I'm really interested in what the Jujutsu Anu Company is going to be about and exactly what they're going to do in Hokkaido and what importance they're going to have here in the Culling Games. Another thing I can't wait for is Nabara. I'm very confident in Nabara making a comeback. I'm not sure if it will be in the Culling game actually, but I know Nabara will be making a comeback, and I just can't wait for that to happen. And if it is the Culling game, I just know her return is going to be so exciting. And the last honorable mention is Hakari. I really can't wait to see Hakari come and just see what Hakari wants to show us. I'm just really interested in the fact that Akutami has created this character that seems very against the grain, and not in a total way, in a way where they were literally suspended. So with Hakari being a student who we first get introduced to them as a student who wasn't around because of suspension, and then we find out through the fan book that Hakari actually beat up a higher up, hence his suspension, and it would have been worse if Gojo didn't step in. I'm extremely excited to see what Hakari does and how he's going to spice up the story of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I know he's going to be a handful for the characters, and I just can't wait to see that happen. So yeah, that's all I'm expecting here from the Culling Games. I didn't want to make this video anything too long, anything too complicated. Quick, concise, and straight to the point. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the Culling Games and what you guys expect from it and what you guys think of the things I expect from it in the comments below. So please go ahead and share that with me whenever you get a chance. But like I always say, it is me, Doncho. Thank you so much for coming back to the Hideout, and peace.
Young noise.